Good morning, class. Let's start with the PTE class today. And this class is provided by CECA, and it is free of the cost class. There are no charges to attend the session here. And all the services like the IELTS classes, PTE classes, NATI CCL classes for Hindi, Punjabi, Urdu, and Nepalese languages are free. And also, we do offer the free migration counseling in Australia and in Canada as well. And also, if you are after the eligibility check for Canadian immigration, that is also done for the free of the cost. Any education counseling you are after, the course regarding any PR pathway regarding, updation of the course, want to enroll in the uni studies, want to enroll in the college studies. So that counseling sessions are also completely free with 10 of the years experienced counselor. And also we do offer the different scholarships, and which comes with the different universities, and they can be up to 25% as well. And the overseas health cover we offer is the lowest in price. You can check the quotes with us. All the overseas health cover services are with us, so you can check the quotes, compare the prices. We do offer the lowest price possible. And definitely, if there is anyone after the conversion of the visitor to the student visa, that is the also one service we provide. And besides that, the US visa, that's also what we deal in. So these all are the services I'm mentioning here, are the few services we are offering. And if you have any other query except these one, you can also call on this given number, which is 0396631318. You can leave a message on this number, or maybe you can simply step into any SICA office, regardless of the place you are residing in, either it's Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, or Adelaide. So let's start with the class today. So today class is going to be about the writing, continuing the next item type with the writing, which is the first one to be that what we discussed yesterday was essay writing. So today we will be discussing summarize written text first, and after that we'll be moving to the reading item types. So we try to cover the reading item types, at least 3-4 item types from the reading as well, because listening is a lengthy one. So it is like it require more days to complete, right? So let's start. Just a second, bear with me. So the writing section, as we discussed the essay, the second thing in the writing section is summary writing, summarize written text, as it is named as. So the combination of the writing section will be comprising of these following three combinations. You may get 2 summaries and 1 essay to write. You get 3 summaries or 1 essay to write, or either it will be 2 summaries and 2 essays. So these are the 3 possible combination when it comes to the writing section. So for sure, there will be 2 summaries minimum, and max can be the 3 summaries, right? Essays, 1 will be the minimum essay, and max essay number are 2. So this is the combination. Either any of the combination can be there in your exam, depending on the setting of the exam for that respective day. And as per the combination, timing also varies. Like if you got the first combination, the timing provided for the writing section will be 40 minutes, because the summary is, each summary is 10 minutes, essay is 20 minutes, so that makes the count 40. The second combination, as there is one extra summary in there, so 50. And the last combination, as you can see, there are 2 essays, so that means 40 minutes for those, and 2 summaries, 10 each, 20 minutes, so 60 minutes respectively, right? So this is how it will be. The most common is being the first one, you get 2 summaries and 1 essay to write. But you can say it will be definitely there, because some student they get 2 summaries and 2 essays to write in the writing section as well. So this can be any combination for you. So when we are doing the summarized written text, we have to make a summary of the given paragraph in our own words. That's the task here. Suppose I have given you a reading text or a paragraph or a passage, and I told you, okay, just make a summary of this passage now. So that's what the task here. And that summary need to be completed within 5 to 75 words. This is one more point about it, important. You will be having 10 minutes to do this task, right? And the most important thing, that you are going to write this summary of 5 to 75 words in a single sentence. That means when you are beginning a sentence, you are adding all the main key ideas in one sentence and finishing it off only once with the full stop. You cannot have compound single sentences, two, three single sentences to make the summary, and you either or won't be able to write in a compound sentence as well. So the only structure basically we have to follow here is the complex sentence structure, because this structure will allow us to add all the keynotes from the writing passage, from that given passage paragraph, so that we are jotting down all the keynotes from it and making one complete sentence, and which is actually having all the key information from the passage, which act as a right summary. So this is too important. This is important to remember that this is to be done in one single sentence. Okay, so when we are making the complex sentence and we are writing a summary for this passage paragraph, we might need the punctuation marks, because that's how we are able to make a complex sentence. So the most common one you will be using is the comma here. So what is the use of comma? So when I'm adding three, four things in one sentence, so I'll be using the comma thing with the different phrases. I write a phrase, I put a comma, then I'm writing another phrase, and then I'm writing the connector there, which is and, writing down the other phrase and completing the sentence with the full stop. Maybe this could be the possible combination. And this is called comma when we write and also with that. This we call Oxford comma, right? So Oxford comma is used generally towards the end of the sentence. Suppose I'm just saying Melbourne has many museums, uh, adventure parks, like putting comma in that, eateries, right? And then last I'm adding something like water parks maybe. So what I'm saying there, comma, I'm putting comma and writing and water parks, full stop, right? So this is an optional comma. So when you will be ending the sentence, you can use comma with an and. This is called Oxford comma. This can also be used to complete a complex sentence. And semicolons. So the another one is semicolon. So the students who know the wise use of it, they're gonna use it. So the semicolons are to be used when I'm writing two independent phrases, right? Like better I say clauses. So they like, if you are not putting a full stop before after that, because as we have to write the one complex sentence only, so I have written one independent clause, I'll be putting this semicolon in there, writing another independent clause, and then I can put the full stop. So it connects two independent clauses in one sentence without the usage of full stop. That's what the usage of the semicolon, right? Brackets also, sometime we need the brackets in the sentence, and when we need them, the brackets are the for optional information, right? If suppose I'll be writing there are 7 continents in the world, and suppose I have to give the name as well, so I'll be using this bracket, writing all the names in that, closing it. So this is an optional information. And suppose I'm just writing, okay, the majority of people comes from the young age group, and I just want to number that age group as well, so I'll be using a bracket after that, putting that number of age in that bracket, and moving forward with the sentence. So this is the usage of the bracket. And hyphen. So this is too important to remember. If any word from the passage you are picking up and it got hyphen in that, normally the pre-word, right? Pre-decided, pre-cancellation, whatever it will be. So you will be using that word with the hyphen only, right? And just in case you are just writing everything in your own words, and something you are using which needs an hyphen to be there, right? Like open minded. Now this word need a hyphen in it, so you should be knowing the wise use of it. So learn the use of hyphenated words. Better you use only hyphenated word if that's there in the reading passage, or the passage given. Otherwise, if you're not aware of the use, ignore that, right? The first letter of that sentence need to be capital, and full stop, definitely you are putting that at the last that we also called it period, right? So first letter capital and last full stop is quite important, because that will indicate the beginning of the sentence and the ending of the sentence, right? And you cannot play clever here. It's like you are writing something or some complete sentence and you just ignoring, okay, I'm not gonna put a full stop, just continuing with the next sentence, and then only you are putting full stop. System can easily judge that, right? And it will be taken as that your sentence is completed and you haven't used the punctuation mark. And after that, whatever you have written, it won't be considered in your answer. Only the first sentence will be considered your answer. So maybe you have written only 1 point in that, so that is how you will be getting mark here, so on the basis of that very sentence, right? So this is summarized written text, and let's talk about the easy technique to go with it. So first of all, we know that we have to write one single sentence, right? Punctuation need to be taken care of, especially because we need punctuation to write this sentence, write this one. And the word limit in that I cannot write less than 5 words. I cannot write, or I must not write more than 75 words. So you are finishing the sentence in 60, 65, 70, 74, exactly 75 words, no big deal. You will be given a response box where you are typing the sentence, right? It will be having the time left on the, which side it is? Okay, on the screen, it will be on the right hand side of the box, time left, and on the left hand side bottom of the screen of that response box will be the word count. So word count will be automatically done. They'll be telling you, okay, you have written 50 words, you have written 45 words, right? So you don't have to count the words. And on the other side, you can look at the time as well. It will be countdown timer 10, 9, 8, 7, and when it will be 1 minute, it will start counting the seconds, 58 seconds, 57, 6, 5, right? So this is how the instructions will be there on the screen. And basically we have to summarize the key points in the summary to get more marks on the content, right? And definitely our grammar is also checked, how well we are framing the sentence, our punctuation, capitalization, tense formation, everything is like taken into account, and definitely that's how we're getting score out of summarized written text. And let's yeah, this rule, fanboys. Now we all have learned in earlier days in our school time, fanboys, and every alphabet stands for a connector: for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. So you can remember this rule as easily as it is, fanboys. So any of this character might be helpful when you are writing that one sentence. Maybe you adding information, maybe you reasoning information, you contradicting main key notes, right? Or you are giving options somehow, or you are giving a resulting statement. These will be the possible situations. So for all those one, you can use this one. And besides that, like and I'm writing in addition, it's okay. But I am writing however, it's okay. Any synonym will also act fine. But this is easy to remember. If you want to, you can. So we are using these connectors to help to summarize the given passage, right? And definitely more effectively. And these two sentences, or these two are the ways I'll be recommending how you can do that in easy manner. Now see, what you have to do when you are starting the writing this summarized written text, you have to look into the passage for the first key phrase. So why I'm saying phrase? Because obviously if you pick up the key sentence, so game is over there only, right? So you have to look for the first key phrase. So what is the main key information? And it will be somewhere in the first sentences of that given passage. You can pick up same words, no worry about that. Do not feel like I am not copying the word or something. Student have copied the word and still got very nice mark in the writing. So first key phrase, you will be picking it up, putting a comma, using the connector however, and if anything contradictory keynote you are getting in between of the passage, right, then you will be picking it up and writing it up here, second key phrase. And remember, whenever you are using a connector, you have to put a comma before and after in both the places, right? And then after the key phrase second, maybe look into the ending part of the passage and look for any resulting sort of phrase, and that also need to be a key information. As per your knowledge, what will be the key information, just pick it up. And adding any resulting phrase connector like so, or maybe thus, maybe hence, add that last phrase, and after that put a full stop. So you have to actually pick 3 phrases from the given passage, provided that they need to be the keynotes as per your knowledge, right? And then you have to put those phrases in this sequence. If it's a however thing, definitely however. If it's a additive information, so just change the connector, right? In the second thing, you see the first phrase, in addition, second key point, and if there is no resulting sentence and these are the only key points you are getting, so it's okay, close it down up there. And just in case it got the third key point as well, first, in addition, second, and then and, write the third one, close it off, right? But remember, you have to have that complex sentence, and these two example are the easiest one, where there are no semicolons to be used or anything where you will be making mistakes. Only the commas and the connectors are there. If you are sure about the usage of any punctuation mark you're gonna use, like semicolon, like bracket or something, only then use it. Otherwise you will be you will be losing mark, right? If not, then simply follow this way of writing the summary. I'll tell you with the real examples as well. So definitely for this, you need to practice with few of the summarized written text to understand how the passages are. Like normally they will be on the academic context, like related to education, um, fiction, sci-fi, right? So these will be the environment. These will be the sort of the passages you will be looking at. Marine life, right? Environment contain that as well. So it's like you have to learn the art of how I can find the keynotes from this given passage. And remember that as you will be looking at the screen, suppose you got the screen of summarized written text, your time starts there and then only. The 10 minutes starts there and then only. In those 10 minutes, you are reading the passage as well, given paragraph, sorry, as well. And you are deciding how I'm picking up the key informations, and you are information as well, taking care of every parameter I have discussed here, right? So altogether you got 10 minutes for all these things, right? So this is important to keep in mind. Okay, so I hope you understood this summarized written text, what it is about. So if you done understanding, I want you to show one example, one or two examples of these one, how we will be looking this up. Just a sec, guys. Just a second, I'm about to share the screen with it. All right, just a moment. Merge formatting. Okay, this is just an example of how it will be. So yeah, you see here, just a second, I'll just improve the font size of it. Okay. Okay, you see this is a sort of passage you will be having in your exam, suppose, right? And this is the appropriate length. Sometime it is little less than this, but anyhow, this is going to be the approximate length of the paragraph. Like this is small box, but it will be in length when you will be looking it in the real exam. So this box here, the word count will be written inside, and in this side it will be the time left, and you will be typing in your response in this particular box. Obviously this won't be small, this will be up to this area, lengthy, rectangular sort of, right? So here you will be typing in your response. Now, as per we just a second, as per we discussed, like we will be now taking out the keynote from this passage and try to put them into one complex sentence, making the appropriate summary. So I am giving you 10 minutes, guys, right? You have to type the summary for me, only 5 to 75 words, and you have to send that response in the chat box. Now this is important because only then I'll be able to know whether you understood, and if not, what changes you need to be done there, and how actually you taking out the keynotes from the passages. So this is 10:32 up to 10:42. I'm giving you the time. Read it though, write a summary in the chat box and send it to me. So your messages will be straight to me because I have changed the setting to the host only. So you won't be able to send this message, or no anyone else can see your message in the chat box. So are you doing it? Say yes or no. Because only after the 10 minutes, when you'll be sending me your answer, I'll be telling you what could be the possible answer and how actually we are finding the answers in the PTE summarized written text. Now, this is actually important to learn the art of making summaries. Why? Because this particular section, it will boost up your writing score for sure, because this contained the very nice score as I showed you the scoring card, like how much marks you will be getting out of this one. And definitely if this answer won't come out well, the writing score won't be up to 79. So your written discourse matters. So keep working on it. Send me response in the chat box. I'll be waiting another 10 minutes. It's 10:37. 5 more minutes to go. Three minutes. Okay, one answer from Suparna. Waiting the two. Then we'll be talking about it. Thank you. Just 1 minute left. You don't have to draw here. Let me see who this is. Okay, guys, I'm waiting your reply. It's 10:42. Bhanu, are you writing? Kabisha? Bhanu and Kabisha, are you guys sending your answer? You want more time or it's done? It's a class. If you don't talk to me, how I know what's going on with you guys? Not writing, just let me know in the message so that I can continue onwards. You have written in paper. You don't have to write in paper because in exam it will be typing only. So, okay, maybe you are on phone. All right. Okay, understand. But guys, it's important that when you having class, you should be writing it, and even when you are on your phone, you are able to type your answers in the chat box, right? But still, it's okay for today. And thank you for letting me know. Okay, now let's talk about the answer here. So this passage right now on the screen, it's one of the you can say a repetitive question in the exam, right? So let me tell you how you will be getting marks for it. Just a second. All right. So first of all, it's important that you are writing only one sentence, which I told you. And here I'm telling you what you can write though. So just a second. Just a second, I'm just typing in the response. All right. So as you can see on the screen right now, I have written down the answer for you. So the passage you are looking at, if suppose it's going to be in your exam. So you see here the first one I picked up as the first sentence from there, right? So the next is legume roots produce their own nitrogen. That's what they are talking about in this particular area, right? And then major fertilizer nutrient needed by all plants for growth. So basically, if you go through this whole passage, so what is the crux of the passage? That's make the summary. So the crux of the passage, it says that it is like the gardeners can feed their families and enrich the soil by growing legumes such as green bean, soybean, lentil, and peas, and as well as legume root reproduce their own nitrogen, which is a major fertilizer nutrient needed by all plants for growth. So if you are writing this as your answer, This is just one example which actually just talk about, okay, what is the key information try the writer or the person who has written it try to convey to us is this one. So this is how your answer need to be, and it is in one sentence with the help of commas only. There is no other punctuation mark which I used, because if you're not sure, do not use that, right? And this will fetch you, like the summary is normally, if I say 10 marks, so this will fetch you around 9.5 marks, this answer, right? And the answer by Suparna, I'm just looking at it, hmm which is also nice. And nitrogen is, mhm. All right, so as compared to this one, you can see you got this first
Mm.
note, do you got this second note, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
definitely the last thing also you mentioned, but in some other way. But that's clearly fine, because it actually saying the same thing, but in another way of writing it up. And the punctuation you have used is right, except when you're
Okay,
using the comma and together, there need to be space in between. So spacing error is also one concern here.
okay,
You
man. I
see
got it.
gardens, comma and, so that there need to be space there, because
Yeah,
every
yeah.
punctuation mark need a space after that.
Okay, man.
Besides
Okay.
that, it's all
Yeah.
good. You will be receiving 8.5 for this one.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
All right. And okay, Kabish, I saw yours as well. Thank you very much. Families by, okay, this is nice. However, legumes are particularly home vegetable garden. Train through New Mexico Master Gardeners program. So before planting, be sure to purchase approach in the zombie method for each type of lesson. All right. So the first sentence and the last, they are obviously they are correct. Some other pattern, but that's clearly fine. And this one, the mention in between, um, this we can't say this is a key note, like key information, but yes, as per your answer, it will be around, if I'll say, it will be around 7.5. This is what you will be getting, right? So it is good, and you never know, guys. It's a computer testing, right? The computer is taking care of your every answer. You guys are picking same words, phrases from the passage only, not to worry about it. And maybe my answer could be little bit different than yours, right? So the score will be zero point 0.5, there will be zero point 0.5 difference, right? But the more we learning the art of getting the right content, definitely the more marks we getting. And normally the right content is not never so complex. It is actually, after reading it, okay, what you got from it, that's what the main idea, right? So always just look for that piece. Okay, I have read it, now what is my main taking from this passage? Just think about it, and according to that, pick words from the passage and write that in the complex sentence. All right. So nice answers, guys. And let's do. Okay, you want to do one more, or it's okay? Now we will be moving to the reading, because speaking and writing is done. I can't hear you, Suparna.
Yeah, yeah. We can move to the reading, man.
Okay, sure. Okay, sure. Let's do the reading now. Give me a second, guys. I have to look for the PowerPoint presentation for that. Just a second. Okay, there we go with the reading. And definitely reading need more time. You got 5 item types in there. The first one, the most important one out of those 5 is reading and writing fill-ups. Let's talk about it. All right. So here it is. Okay, so the reading will be the part 2 of the test. So part 1 will be consisting of speaking and writing. Speaking 5 item types, writing 2, containing the different number of question. Again, 77 to 93 was the time for those part 1 item types. This reading section stated as part 2. It will be after the essay writing. When you are done with the essay writing, your screen will flash with the reading section. The time for this one is 32 to 41 minutes, right? This is the time for the passage. And the item types you will be doing in here, that will be total 5 in number, containing 15 to 20 independent and integrated skill item types, right? So this is a single time section. Now important thing here is in the reading, comparative to first part, which is listening and your speaking and your writing, where everything is individually timed. Like for essay you have 20 minutes, for summary you have got 10 minutes, and the question in there, like obviously your written lecture you have 40 seconds. So everything is calculated, the time of course is calculated by the system, but here it will be the overall time given to you. It's a single time section. That means suppose they have given you 35 minutes and 18 questions, suppose there are all together for all the 5 item types. So it is like you got that 35 minutes. Now it's your responsibility how well you are managing your time with all those 18 questions. If you suppose at 15 question and your time is over, that screen will automatically move to the third section, which will be the listening. So there is nothing like, so you have to take care of the time, and even I tell you with the slide how much time you may spend on each of the item type, each of the question in the item type, so that you are not running out of the time. So if you're just managing that according to that time schedule, I hope you are completing everything within time frame. And it's not like you are running too fast that you've got 10 minutes and everything is over. That means you have not sufficiently given time to the questions, which is also not good. And it should not be like you are working too slow, you are doing only 10 question and time is over, so ultimately no marks, right? So here are the question types: reading and writing, filling in the blanks. This one is the one of the most important question. So I told you there are 4 item types which are most important. This one is one of those 4, right? This will giving you around 20 to 25 marks in your total count, right? Which is actually a huge number. And then comes the second in row important here is filling in the blanks, right? Reading and writing, filling in the blanks first most important in the reading. Filling in the blanks second important. Reorder paragraph and multiple choice multiple answer, almost same numbers you will be receiving. And single answer, of course this is the one item type which will give you least mark. But again we are after the score which is 79 plus, and for that definitely we have to work on every item type appropriately. We cannot even leave one mark, right? You never know, with one I'm reaching to my goal, so everything is important, right? Now talking about firstly not about the multiple choice, reading and writing, filling in the blanks, let's talk about it. So here the number of question will be the highest comparative to all item types in reading. So there will be 5 to 6 question, and every question will be carrying around almost 4 to 5 blanks in that. So suppose on an average we got 5 question and there are 5 blanks in each question, so the marking is 25, right? So this is why this got the highest score in the reading. There is no negative marking. Like suppose I am filling a blank and it is not right, this won't happen that I'm getting a negative mark for that. No, I'll be getting a 0 mark for that, right? So what happened, whenever I'll be looking at a blank, I'm clicking a drop down icon given within that blank, and I'll be flashing up with 4 options for each blank, right? So now I have to select according to the sentence, meaning of the sentence, grammar of the sentence. I have to select which word is the right fit for the blank. So why it is giving score to the writing as well? Because the grammar of the sentence is the part of writing, right? So if you choose grammatically, your option is right, and obviously then it is sentence wise it is also right, you will be getting score in the reading and in the writing as well. So it is an integrated task, integrated item type. So there is no time limit specifically given by the individual time limit for particular each question, no. But yeah, for overall section, we got 32 to 41 minutes approximately, depending on the number of questions, right? So here this is how your screen will be for this question. And when you're clicking this drop down list icon, this will be flashing up 4 options in the box, right? And then according to the sentence you are looking at, you are looking option for, you have to pick one option which is right. So suppose I am clicking the second option, it will goes into this box and highlight in yellow color. So this is the indication that you have selected this particular option, right? Now, when we are looking at this, we first have to, when we got this question, skim this text. Skimming is, you know, that running your eyes throughout the text to get the overall idea what this is about. So maybe I'm just running my eyes and okay, this is about the technological gadgets. This passage is about, right? Now the choice of the word need to be related to the topic. So this will give you an idea like which word is suitable as per the content of the passage. So this is the first thing you will be doing when you're looking at the question. The second thing you will be doing, you have to look what is written before the blank and what is written after the blank, right? Now why? Because before and after will help you to find the option grammatically right. Like if it's a gained word, right? Gained, obviously a past form, right? So maybe there are options and out of that only 2 options are there which can gel up with that word. Other 2 options I cannot write them, right? Grammatically they are not the right fit. So you know it will narrow down your search from 4 to 2, 4 to 3, or maybe you never know 4 to 1 only, right? And how same way the after blank thing help. Like if it's having 2 technologies, so 2 2 is a preposition here. So I have to look for the word which can gel up with the two preposition. Now not every word won't go with 2 preposition writing after it. Grammatically sometimes it's correct, sometimes it's not correct, it's not the right fit. So this will help you to decide, okay, this option can go or not. And same way, if there are any singular or plural, if there are any singular or plurals given in right before or after the blank, that will also help you. If any helping verb is given before or after the blank, it will again help you to pick up the right option grammatically. So always first skim the text, get the overall idea what this is about, because the sentence you will be reading, they tell you okay where they are heading towards, right? And according to that we are able to pick the right option. And secondly, what is written before the blank, first 2 words maybe, or after again another 2 words, and according to that which word makes the phrase grammatically right. So I have to pick according to that, right? So this is how these are the 2 main ways you will be looking at these blanks, right? And never ever waste time on one particular blank, because every question carrying 1 mark, right? So maybe you are spending uh, for, you know, for one question I would say the time limit I think I mentioned there in the slide, it's 3 or maybe 4, I don't know, I'm not sure, but I'll be sharing that slide with you. So if you are just spending entire 1 minute on one blank, so this is not done, this is not right, because you will be, maybe you are doing the another blanks, you getting them more easily, and definitely they'll now the passage start giving more sense as the more you know, blanks are filled and you get the right understanding of the passage. And now maybe the first blank, it's become more easy to find out, okay, according to now this is the meaning of the passage, okay, and with that this word goes well, right? So never ever waste time on one blank. If you're not finding second number blank, move to the third, try to find it out, fourth and fifth, and then come back if you feel like now I have good understanding of it. And just in case nothing is working, you still not finding it, make your best guess, because there is no negative marking, so just make your best guess up to there. And when you are looking at the sentences, you need to ask common sense question. And what question are those? Just like, does this option make sense in the sentence? So this we know when we read a sentence, maybe somewhere written, if it's not making sense, we feel not good about it. Okay, this is something is fishy in this sentence, or maybe inappropriate, right? So this thing you have to look when you frame a sentence with an option. So I have picked second number option, I'll be reading the sentence, okay, this is imparting the right sense, all right? Does this option add to the meaning of the words before and after the blank? This is also the one thing I can look for with my selected answer. So if it's making or adding up the meaning, whatever the words written before and after the blanks are saying, so it's adding up to the meaning, then it is right. If you feel like no, it is not in accordance to those words, so definitely that means there is something wrong with the option you have selected. By putting in options one by one and asking these questions, you can zero in on the correct option, right? So it sometimes we don't understand what can be there, so just pick one option, look into the sense, meaning. If it's right, it's right. If not, try with second option, right? Definitely check out the grammar, because grammar is the main key here. And if you grammatically know the rules like singular, plural, verb tense combinations, prepositions, adjectives, I would say, and going with the adverbs, so definitely you will be in a better place to pick up the right answers from the for the blanks in this question. And at last, as I told you, make your best guess, because there is no negative marking. So now we will be doing one or two questions of reading and writing fill-ups. So just a second, let's see how well you pick up the answers as per the way I have discussed here. And remember, the question I always share here, they are the predicted questions. So better if you are remembering this question. You never know, you will be seeing them in your exam as well. It could be possible as well. So here it is. When we'll be completing this one, I'll be sharing that time management slide with you to let you know how much time you can spend on each uh, blank here. So it got the question I'll be sharing soon. It got around 1, 2, 3, 4 blanks in there. I have to type in the option. Just a sec, yeah, it's almost done. I need to type options in there. Right. Okay. So you see here, this is how, I mean, I won't be able to show any drop down icon here, but when you'll be having it in exam, so this place will be a box sort of having a drop down icon. When you're clicking that, this is how these are the 4 options which will be flashing up there. So this is for the blank number 1, the first one. I think you can easily understand that, right? This is for the second one, the third. So the 4 options are beneath. So type in, look into it first, get the overall idea of it, what it is about. Then according to sentence, where it is heading toward this talk, right? According to that, before and after, which word uh, complete the meaning, and according to that, send in the chat box 4 options. Okay, Kabisha got your answer. Just waiting for other two.
Skimming. Sorry.
Okay, Suparna got yours as well. Banu, are you sending the answer? All right. All right. So the answers by Kabisha, I'll just looking at them. Just a second. Uh, you need to keep mic off, please. Okay, so your first answer is not right. Third is right. Fourth is right. So first two are not right. Third and fourth is right. And Suparna, your first answer is not right. Second, not right. Third, fourth is right. So here, the passage. At the end of the colonial era, as many new nations gained independence, relative levels of economic development became an important criterion by which to distinguish between countries. The formal colonial powers and wealthier parts of the world generally became, we talking about the parts of the world. So wealthier and richer normally used with the people. Wealthier one, which we wealthy nations, part of the world. This is like how we generally use this word if we have to say talk about the part of the world or the nations, something like that. So wealthier will be the right choice. You have picked the choice appropriate, obviously word not right, but you were on the right track, you guys, right? The second one, generally became known as advanced industrial or developed countries. And the second answer is while former colonies and poorer nation became known as less developed or more positively developing countries, right? So this is like wealthier part generally became known as advanced, industrial or developed, right? While former, what happened to them? They were more positively became developing. And then critics of the third option, critics of the uneven distribution of wealth, because some become rich, some become poor. So there is an uneven distribution of wealth, and critics of that particular thing, uneven distribution of wealth across the globe, highlighted the role of which wealth creation in some places had played in impoverishing poorer nation, and rather describe them actively underdeveloped. The question as to dash economic change is developing or underdeveloping. So normally whether, which, what, when. So whether, the question as to whether economic change is developing or underdeveloping countries remain a vital issue, as the debate over sweatshops highlight. So these are the answers here: wealthier into the first, while into the second, uneven into the third, and whether into the fourth. So this to be remembered, right? And when you fit these words, this give a complete understanding, sense, meaning to whatever the paragraph is about. One more blank is here. That's what you'll be doing now. Okay, it got 5 blanks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I have written more. Just a second. Just a sec. Oh, these are 6 only. Just a second. Oh, after this is the third one. Blindly, surprisingly. Just a second, I'm just. Okay, so 6 blanks and 6 options up there. For first, here, this is the first word you have to pick. And second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. You find the answer, guys. I'll just take a break of 2 minutes. I have to fill the water bottle going down. So just a second. I'm keeping mute, yeah? So just find it up. Till the time I'll be back. Okay. No answers yet. Find all the answers. Type them. Yeah, got it. Okay, looking at your answers, Suparna. Fourth is not right.
Oh, okay.
Fourth and fifth. And other four, they are correct.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And Kabisha, second, third. Okay, Kabisha, the first answer. Oh my, all right. Okay, there is a text for you. So look again, guys. Whatever answers I said not right, look again. And Banu, I'll just messaging you now. So look again, send the answers which I said not right, send them again. Okay, if you feel like this is the first word and this is only the typing thing, don't take them like they are not capitals, they are capitals only. Just in case you're wondering about it. Fourth and fifth. Yeah, these are right, Suparna.
Yeah,
So that
thank
makes
you.
your count all good. So now you have to actually assess that why the first choices you have picked up are not right and why these are the right ones. So learning that difference will improve your score and skill in the reading.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. I'll do that.
Yeah. And waiting for Kabisha and Banu. And it is very interesting. The reading, I find it really interesting. I don't know. I mean, different perspectives are there, but this is quite interesting when you go through the filling in the blanks here, reading and writing, filling in the blanks, reordering the paragraph. Okay, I'll tell you the options because we are around, it's 11:26. The first option out of the four given is overlaying. So the first option here, which is right out of four, is overlaying this basic order of color preference This is what will go in the first blank, right? And you have to read the first two sentences, only then you can decide on the option I am saying here. And then this basic color order preference, however, are the responses of individual, which of course vary widely for and may also be very powerful. So overlaying, however, widely. Children are likely to have strong preferences for some colors and aversions. When it says aversion to other, so ultimately it becomes preferences here. You see, this is a sort of comparative degrees we are writing, but sometimes will not admit to them, since outside factors may be influential. So when we talking about something being influential, right, and outside, no pressures, no factors, obviously not appearances, differences. So factors is the most appropriate word, as it makes right sense here. Then the last one, boys in particular may be reluctant to admit to any strong preferences for colors other than those of favorite football team, because color awareness may be regarded by their peer group as feminine, right? So other than the football team colors, boys normally don't admit to have any strong preferences, color preferences, because they consider it a feminine thing. So the options which are right here is overlaying this basic order, however, or the response of individual, of course, vary widely and have strong preferences, factors, and last is other than, right? So when you will be fixing these options which are right in the spaces and reading it together, so you will be getting a complete sense of the paragraph in front of you. So this is how the reading and writing fill-ups will be. So now I'll be showing you the filling in the blanks only. We called it reading filling in the blanks, right? This is gonna be the second important question in the reading. Okay, let's go to those. So reading and filling in the blanks, it will be a little bit different. It won't be having the drop down list icon, and definitely the score, whatever you will be getting here, it all comes to your reading. It will all add up to your reading score. And there will be 2 to 3 questions of the reading filling in the blanks, and the text you will be looking like reading and writing filling in the blanks. The text is lengthy, it can be up to 150 words, right? But here it can be up to 300 word as well. But here in the reading filling in the blanks, it will be somewhere around 80 to 100, 120. This will be the length of the text, mostly 80, right? So here we have to drag and drop the word across the screen to correctly fill in the gap in the next. What I mean is here, this is like how the questions will be in one box and the options will be lying in the another box. So you feel like this public goes into the first blank. You have to click public, hold it, drag it, and drop it in this place. This is where you will be doing with the help of the mouse, right? And if you want to change the option, again you have to click the option here, hold it, drag it back to this particular answer choices box, right? So here reading filling in the blanks, it is the work of the collocations. You might heard this term from your peers who are doing PTE, that collocation are very important. So actually the collocation are very important for this PTE reading filling in the blanks. And why? Because the answers you will be picking up for this question, they are more of the collocation combinations. So if you are reading something here, and according to that before and after the blank, you have to see out of the option given which word I generally hear together. Like if I go after this one, they connect scientists to the journal public, right? Or maybe I have two option, journal view, right? This is also one thing we usually hear together. These two words we usually hear together. But again, according to the sense of the line, sentence I'm reading or the paragraph I'm doing, I can easily pick out of from two choices which is the right one. So basically what we are looking here, familiar phrases, the words which often go together to make a familiar phrase, that are 99% will be the answer in this filling in the blanks. So even PTE collocation combination, there is a list on the official PTE website is available. It got many these collocations available in that. Students find it really lengthy, but yes, if you go through them, you will be like, when once you reading it, it will be somewhere in your mind, and it will be easy to remember it when you're sitting in the exam, and going back through that memory lane and understanding, okay, I have read it somewhere, okay, in that list, okay, that this goes together, right? And definitely after filling that up, when you're reading the sentence, it is definitely giving the right sense according to whatever the passage is about, right? So this is how you will be doing this question. Simple blanks will be, it won't be like this obviously, because this is an example which I pasted up. Definitely it will be in big box, few sentences with these type of the boxes. You have to drag from the answer choices box and drop it down in the respective blanks where you feel they are going to be the right answer, right? And just in case you want to feel, okay, no, this we can go into, this will be the second answer question, so click it, hold it, drag it to the second box, right? And whatever option you will be picking up from here, it will highlight in yellow color, so that it's an indication that this option you have picked up out of given, right? So this is how this question will be. And just let me share two questions with you quickly, and you find it easy as comparative to reading and writing fill-ups. So and here it goes again, one of the predictive question, and here you go, just a sec. So this got 4 blanks in it, and definitely the options will be more as compared to the number of the blanks. If you are having 4 blanks, the option can be 6, they can be 7, 8 as well. So this is how it will be, and it will be like 4 blanks and 5 options as well. Like it's your lucky day or not, that depending on that you will be having the options and the blanks, right? So here you go with first question, and let's see how well you pick the options up. Never cross code around. Yeah, that's okay. Let's stop it here. Share it again. Okay, so here you see, this is the question up here with the 4 blanks in it, and these are the options. For went up, never, caused, could, around. So just go through this passage quickly, understand it, and look into the collocations or the combination of the word happen to be right here in this, for this particular blank space. Meanwhile, I'm just writing down the second question for you. Uh-oh. Okay, Suparna and Bhanu got your answers, guys. Let me see it. Suparna, all answers are right. Very good. And Bhanu,
Yeah,
3 answers are right. Yeah. And Bhanu, first three answers are right. Only the last one is not right. And Kabisha, waiting yours. Mm, Kabisha, second, third, and fourth is right. First is not right. Okay, so the answer for these one, the first answer is caused a drop in temperature of almost 5 degree, right? And the second answer is planet was warming up, right? Even though the rest of the planet was warming up. So warming up, you see this phrase, this word, these words come together often. And the same thing happened around 8,000 years ago, or happened around, it is a phrase, two words often heard together, wrought together, and it could happen again today. So it happened around 8 years ago today, and it could happen again today as well. So you did a good job with this one. Let's do the next one quickly. Here it is. Now the thing is, we got more option comparative to blank, which make us confuse also. So we got 5 blanks in here, 3 to 5, but option numbers are 3, 6, 9, and 10. 5, 5 and 10 sort of. So let's see how well you do it. Hmm. Bhanu, third answer. Fourth is right. Third and fourth. And Kabisha, first is right. Look again, guys. If you do not know the meaning of any word, kindly Google it there and then only, because that will increase your knowledge of vocabulary as well. Suparna, first is right, not the second one. Mm, yeah, this second is right. Suparna, third is right,
Okay.
fourth is right. Fifth is wrong. Good. So the
Okay.
first four are right, fifth is wrong. Look again. So 11:50 till that send the changed answers. Yeah, Kabisha, third is right. No, Bhanu, this is not the last one. And obviously, or there are only 10 choices. If you looking like that, you have to actually understand the meaning, fixing that word there. Is it adding to the meaning? Is it sort of a collocation? Maybe you have read it so often, heard it so often. No, fifth is not right, Suparna. This is also not right.
Okay.
For the second, it's right. For the fifth, it's right, Banu. All right, let's say the answer. Let me say the answers here. So, the first answer to this, these blank, in search of lessons to apply in our own careers. Apply is the first answer. We often try to emulate what effective leaders do. Copy, emulate what effective leaders do. Second one. Roger Martin said this focus is misplaced because moves that work in one context may make little sense in another. A more productive, though more difficult approach is to look at how such leaders think. Think is third one. You cannot write emulate here. After extensive interviews with more than 50 of them, the author discovered that most are integrative thinkers. That is, they can hold in their heads two opposing ideas at once and then come up with a new idea that contains elements of each but is superior to both. So apply, emulate, think, integrative, and each. And if you fix these words, definitely you will see this is the complete sense to the passage, right? So as per the answers you have given me, almost you were there, you all were there near to that. And it is like in the first go, try to find each and every answer is correct. There is no negative marking, of course. Make your best guess at the end for sure. But while we are practicing, try to fix option, read it and see. Um, it's right. You guys are, some of you giving me for the last either. You read this sentence and you yourself try to understand, like if it's adding up the meaning to the sentence, either word, no. That contains elements of either but is superior to both. Either is like when we are giving option, but here elements of something, what it is imparting sense here, elements of both. So both word, if I have to look something similar to that, so I'll go after each, right? So this is how you, when you picking a word, try to get or translate maybe in the sense meaning, all right, and then see if it's right, or maybe just try it with some other word, right? So this is going to be your reading and reading, filling in the blanks. So if there are 5 questions, you will be getting 5 marks. Just like that, there will be 2 to 3 questions in the exam, and obviously there you won't be writing the option, you are just dragging them to the respective box, right? You can drag them back in the answer option box as well. You can move around the option in between the different boxes, but you have to empty the place first. So this is how you can go through these questions. All right, so and that was reading and writing fill-ups. That word reading fill-up. Okay, let's do one more because it's 11:54 already. We won't be able to touch and complete the next item type. So, and definitely do remember these question and answers we are doing here. As I keep on telling you, you never know. They're gonna be repeated in your exam, and then you'll be feeling lucky about it, right? So it is only having 3 blanks, very quick. You have something to say me? I'm just typing this question, so I won't be able to look at your message right now. Just a second. Okay, so yeah, Suparna, I'll be just looking into your query.
Yeah,
This
okay,
is the
ma'am.
question. Yeah, because I don't have any sort of the question bank with me,
Okay.
but I can suggest you few of the places where you can find them.
Like websites.
Yeah, websites or apps maybe. So you
Okay,
better
ma'am.
send me your email ID. So I'll
Okay,
be
ma'am.
sending you an email on that. Okay, last
Okay.
question, guys, and 4 minutes, but I'll be giving you only 2 minutes. So be quick. Let's see how well you get the answers, and there are only 4 blanks here. So quickly. Got it, Suparna.
indicators are supporting Melbourne though, like I speak to when I'm putting one of my other hats, like they have changed their whole demeanor when they talk to you and their conversation.
Okay, got your answers, Banu. Very nice. Let me see if they are right.
They're playing it in game. They're playing on the spot because they're like, are you guys all right? Like, you must be so happy. Well, I'm not complaining. It's giving me anyway, but you know, that helps.
Okay, only the third one is not right, and remaining three, fourth is also not right. So first and second is right, Banu, and Suparna, all the four are right. That is good. And Kabisha, okay, thank you. So your answers, okay, the fourth one is right. Okay, so the right answer to these blanks are, the first one is ancient Greece enjoyed unrivaled. Oh my god, just a second, let me make them quiet. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, enjoyed unrivaled progress in the subject while failing to teach. Second is failing, not falling. Failing to teach it at school leads to a radical punchline. Radical. Third one, mathematics could be better learned after we leave school. Right? So the answers are enjoyed, failing, radical, leave. So these are the right answer to the blank you were looking at. Okay, so that's all for class today. So tomorrow we'll be continuing from here onwards only. So we'll be doing reorder paragraphs, MCQs of reading. And if we complete that in 2 hours, we'll be moving to the listening item types, or otherwise definitely in the next class. Okay guys, that's all for today, and definitely Suparna, I'll be just sending you an email maybe within a half an hour, right?
Yeah,
I
thank
got
you.
your
Thank
email
you.
ID. Yeah, thank you for that, and bye bye guys, take care and keep practicing. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye, Aman. Take care.
Bye. Yeah.